Hello, everyone. It is Sunday, April 21st. This is the Daily Fantasy 5, episode 61. And we are brought to you, as always, by mathradio.com. Go to mathradio.com to pick up an online math course for your child, ages 7 through 17. Help them do better in school, help them get better grades, see higher test scores, and even get into college. Go to www.mathradio.com to receive an online math course for as little as $9.99. Once again, that is www.mathradio.com. All right, now let's get to the 5 things that are important to you today in the world of fantasy sports. First, we have Aaron Judge of the New York Yankees headed to the injury list. He has a left oblique strain. He's going to have an MRI today on Sunday, and we will see the severity of the injury. But this is bad news for Judge owners and the Yankees, who seem to have every single player on their team on the injured list this year. It's pretty amazing. All right, let's move on to another baseball injury. In Toronto, Matt Shoemaker has been killing it this year. He has a 1.57 ERA, a 0.87 whip. He's 3-0 this season with 24 strikeouts, but he had to be helped off the field with a knee sprain yesterday. He's going to have an MRI today as well. The MRI machines will be busy, and we will find the severity of his injury. Story number 3, we're going to move to the NBA, and Blake Griffin's returned. We have a lot of players who are returning from injury and absolutely killing it in the NBA. So starting with Blake Griffin, he started yesterday. He had 27 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Monster game for Blake Griffin in a losing effort. Moving on to story number 4, we had Joel Embiid coming back and starting for the Philadelphia 76ers. This was a robotically amazing monster game for Embiid. Let's see. He had 31 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and 6 blocks. He crushed it. But I am absolutely sick and tired of Joel Embiid. They never know if he's going to start. They announce it last minute. The last news I got yesterday was that he was out. First it was doubtful, then it was out, then he started playing. I mean, how are you supposed to know with this guy? I mean, you've got to just not start him. I mean, he's awesome. So if he plays, he's great. But, I mean, he didn't play the game before. He played this game. I mean, how are you ever going to know? It's driving me absolutely nuts. I mean, you can check, but he's even announcing it before, after the deadline, to start players. So I don't know what you're going to do with this guy. I honestly don't. So I'm just going to avoid Joel Embiid from now. I don't care how great he does. That's it. Unless they tell us right away he's going to start. That's it. All right. Let's get to the rest of the games in the NBA today. Today, we start at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so you need to get your lineup set early today. That's why I'm getting the podcast out first thing in the morning. We have Boston minus 2.5, Golden State minus 8.5 at 3:30, Toronto minus 5.5 at 7, and then I like Portland plus 6 at 9:30. So my actual wager that I like today is a 3-team winner parlay only. So I want Boston, Golden State, and Toronto all to win, and that will pay 2-1. I kind of like that. They're all favored. I like the favorites today Boston to close out the series, Golden State to push it to 3-1, and Toronto to push it to 3-1 as well. So those would be my picks for the parlay. And we're going to add an extra bonus little fantasy lineup for you today in Daily Fantasy. I'm going with a Stars and Scrubs lineup, very similar to what I had 2 days ago. We're starting Russell Westbrook and Damian Lillard at point guard because they are monsters. We're also going to start at shooting guard Danny Green at 4,500 and Klay Thompson at 6,400. I've been riding the Klay Thompson train. We're just going to stick with it. Tyreek Evans at 4,500 seems like a good value. And Gordon Hayward at 5,500. He's probably my least favorite player I started today, but he filled the lineup nicely. Jermichael Green, I love at power forward at only 4,500. He's been killing it lately. And Aaron Gordon at 6,700. He's been consistently getting right around 30 points. I'm going to take that production at 6,700. And then Miles Turner at 6,100. He's been up and down, but I mean, he's got to have a good game if they're going to survive. So let's put it all on Miles Turner today. And those are the 5 things you need to know today in the world of fantasy sports. This has been the Daily Fantasy 5 for April 21st. Please visit mathradio.com to pick up an online math course. Please subscribe and like this channel on YouTube. And if you have the time, if you're listening on the podcast, go ahead and leave us a 5-star rating and a nice written review. We would greatly appreciate it. We will see you next time. Bye for now.